Hey! Hopefully it worked that time. And you could hear our rad music. Someone in the chat said they heard it? Yeah. Yay! Nice. Cool. Thanks, chat. Welcome, everybody. It's Kicking the Door. It's D&D in two places at once. Whoa. On the internet and in our living room.
Isn't that the same place?
At a table. Ooh. Somebody spin that top. It's Inceptionist.
I don't have any tops.
That's all right, Ant. I can see you jumping at that joke. Welcome, everyone. Who would like to catch us up on what happened last time for an inspiration that you might need?
Oh. We're in a battle, aren't we?
Yep. Basically.
Oh
no, we're gonna die.
All right, we're starting new characters. Everyone's favorite thing.
Yes.
Tabletop talk.
Anybody got more than bang, rar, clonk?
Well, where did we start the last game? I'm trying to remember. Where did we leave?
I think we started in the junkyard. We had a little put our Winnebago back on its wheels and get it all set.
There was like some montage action.
I'm gonna sleep here. You're gonna sleep there.
Right.
Got it all set up.
Got most
a lot of toilet talk with the fungus growing in the toilet.
That's true. It's true.
Working out some way to shower and
you guys acided it and frosted it and chipped at it and got it all cleaned up.
Right.
Doesn't quite stink as much. Got on the road. Mm-hmm. We saw the forest fly by. Got a good up close.
The wandering wood appeared overhead.
That's right.
Debated whether or not to contact them.
Yeah, there was some strife and stress over that discussion.
Yeah.
With the current decision being to let them be for now.
Scopa's got a predisposition to elves.
He has a relationship-esque adjacent with elves. Yeah, or at least those particular ones.
Right.
We got the
We're going in the same
from
general direction.
You did retrieve from the hub under Foundry. You got an amulet of protection to mask Mose from being scryed upon. Right. Yes.
And as we traveled on our way to Deep Mine, there was a little circle, kind of pitish depression type thing, where we saw some stuff forming up into the shape of Mechagodzilla. Not a sponsor, but
yeah.
Robosaurus.
There we go.
Cybernetic T-Rex, yeah.
Grimjaw? Was that?
Grimlock? Grimlock. Yeah. So that happened.
And then we killed it. And now we're picking up this stuff.
My
dispel failed on trying to stop it from forming.
Oh, right.
Right, that's correct. Cool. Yeah, if I remember correctly, you missed by one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Knocked over my horses, which...
one horse got heavily injured. The other one was missed, miraculously.
We missed the other one.
Then I remembered my new 6th level ability where I should have tried to distract it.
Mm-hmm. You're caught off guard by the instantly appearing cybernetic T-Rex.
Cyber T-Rex, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little surprising.
It's natural to be surprised by that.
Does it look like Barbara Streisand at all?
It does not.
Oh, boy.
It does not.
Are you sure? Did you check?
No, but if you want to spend a turn checking, you could do that.
Not my turn. I'll spend
No, Pete. Although the dolphins could be behind it, who knows?
Can I spend your action?
No, you may not. So let's roll initiative.
We already did.
I didn't write it down.
That's not my problem.
I think I had a 27.
Yeah, I think I got a 74.
No, I don't remember.
I thought I went well this time.
Yeah, you had an 18 last time. Or 16. One of the two.
I've got a 17 this time.
Ooh, natural 20.
Nice.
14 total.
Which means I have total 20.
15.
Got a 17 for a total. 17.
You did pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Pretty good there. It's different when there's only one enemy, though. But, you know. So when there's like several, you're like, oh, I'm glad I'm in front of those people. But like, it's just the one.
Let's see what Rex got here.
Well, I mean, the 1 can make me.
Nope. 10.
Basically a 2.
Still last. Yeah.
You put me down for a 15.
I did. Okay.
Can you put me down for a 20 instead?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I could, but I won't. Because that's not what you got.
Yeah.
Okay. So, to set the scene, once again, ahead of your Winnebago, mere inches from the driver's area, which you have kind of taken the windshield off to run the reins through to the horses for. You rigged up a little thing to work it with the steering wheel.
It's comical.
I believe 88 had been knocked aside and taken some damage, bloodied even, badly wounded.
For no reason.
The dinosaur in its charge seemed to be a little bit off keel, so it kind of tipped to the side when it slammed into the Winnebago and completely missed 42. Mose yelped in surprise and scrambled away from his perch in that kind of space above the cab, and is doing his best to get towards the back of the vehicle. And we open on Scofa,
Flying
the Orkindi monk,
Yeah.
whose new eye now has an extra eye.
Yeah.
2 pupils.
2 pupils in his cyber eye.
Yeah.
Strangely.
3
I'm gonna
eyes.
teach them well.
6 pupils.
Alright, yeah, I just did a little spin kick on my staff, which I will try to repeat again.
Oh, that's right. You leaped up to the top,
Yeah.
if I remember. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you're
we
like
had one around the combat.
you're like right up in its grill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will kick. Lightning arcing around everywhere.
You try to hit.
Yeah.
Can you try to hit? Normally you don't try to hit.
Okay, this time I'll try.
Thank you.
Alright, as a 13 hit.
I feel like it would. It's giant. It's kind of hurt.
something.
It does indeed.
Oh, alright, then 2 hits with the staff. Ooh,
You're
double 7. Alright, so it is 22 points of damage
Nice.
on the first 2. Wow. And I'll do a bonus action. Patient defense. So spin around with the staff and kind of start dodging around on top of the RV.
Sorry, she's dead, so I don't need her anymore. Cool. All right. Yeah. So you whack it several times. It
Wood on metal.
only barely seems phased.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not completely. The replacements that it has really don't make sense. They seem to be almost cosmetic. Every now and again, there's like a triangular patch of steel. Looks like it's kind of haphazardly kind of sewed in. The wounds look actually kind of fresh, like they're like just healing still.
All right.
Although you do notice in place of his normal like little T-Rex arms, he has what for one of our age would describe as like candy grabbers from those machines where you drop the arm.
Good to say it, yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Attach the cables and shoot out and grapple us.
Yeah, but they're super weak.
Yeah, good point. Right?
All right, so that was Scofa. Next is Delwyn.
All right.
Fireball.
No, I am.
Ooh.
I grab my holy
It's fan
symbol.
favorite fireball.
I make a little lantern appear by it. Little spiritual weapon.
Cool.
Bring some wheeled
Gonna
twine onto this here.
Attack with that. So AC 26-ish
Sure.
for 8 points of force. And I am also going to do what I'll do since I'm in base to base with it. If it's right against the...
There's technically cover between you, so depends on what you're going to do.
I'll do Sacred Flame, just
Okay, sure.
to be on the safe side.
Mhm.
DC 15 dex.
Okay. All right,
I
Texie.
can't imagine that Dex is this thing's jam. Or John, as one might say.
Not particularly. But that's going to do it.
Oh, okay, so it won't take 8 points of radiant. And I'm going to keep an eye on it. If it, when it looks like it's going to make its next attack, I'm going to
Sure.
send out a little firing
Sure.
light.
So you notice that when you summon your spiritual weapon this time, it started to take like, so usually it has kind of like a vague like lantern-y shape. Now it's starting to take a little bit more of a humanoid form, almost like that dude in like the walk sign on the crosswalks. But he still has that like your typical like kind of neon outline glow. All right. So next is Fender.
I swing my sword at it twice.
So right now you're in the middle of the Winnebago.
No, I was at the front. That was a step.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, never mind. So do you want to step all the way through the
Yeah.
the windshield then? Okay, cool. All right, so you'll be like right up on its
Sort of.
belly.
Yep. Get it. One. It's math. Why can't I do math when it's under pressure? Is it 6 there?
Ask
14.
Oh man.
For 7 damage.
I was gonna say ask Freddie and David, but they're both dead.
11 plus. Boy, oh boy, this is great. I cannot do math tonight.
You
Yeah,
can do it.
yeah.
You can do it.
What's 7 plus 11?
You can hit.
18.
That's a hit.
18.
You guys Mr. Ice, but you won't have the real answer.
Sure.
18 points of damage.
All right.
There's a 14 and
You cut hardly into its belly, and you can see that its blood is thicker than normal, almost like syrup.
oh.
And it doesn't spill out; it just kind of like slowly goops out more like sap.
But what size is it considered?
The creature is huge.
That means I can't push it, right?
Right.
But pushed it real bad.
You shot, but you didn't push it. Yeah. Next is Sora.
Okay. So I was at the front of the vehicle and I ducked down behind the dash
Mhm.
to fire at it. Okay. So I guess I could pop up and shoot it again.
Sure can.
Yeah. That would be.
So,
Would that be a sneak damage or no?
You would get sneak because both Scofa and Fender are ensconced in close battle with it.
Excellent.
Ensconced. I just wanted to say something other than engaged.
close.
Alright.
Touch it.
Shoot it.
Spit in range.
You
Tickling range.
just want to wash your hands after so you don't get salmonella.
17?
It's dinosaur. Yeah, 17 hits.
Nice. Alright.
Whoa!
You said booming arrow blade?
Can't cast that. That's melee attack.
No, that would be pretty neat.
I know. Next, I might switch over to attacking with my blade next. Alright, so that is
You hear sirens in the distance.
9 piercing and let's see, 6. Excuse me. And
This is where there'd be less on top would come in handy.
14 sneak damage.
23 total, huh?
Show off.
Twang! And duck back down behind.
Right into its cybersternum.
Nice.
It groans, but it can't see you, so it focuses its ire on Scofa.
Sorry.
Can't see me either, huh?
You're metal. You're invisible.
What?
I don't know.
And here it comes.
Oh, here it comes.
Watch out, boy. Oh, he'll chew you up.
Oh no.
The 19 hit you?
Oh my god.
Oh, wait.
You have disadvantage.
Oh, all right. Schlepow!
Pow!
Your little spiritual weapon kind of flares up, and he almost swear he like puts his hand out. The little vague humanoid form. Stop.
What does that do? Disadvantage?
Flashes red. Huh?
Does it do disadvantage?
Mhm.
Oh, because I took patient defense.
Oh, well.
I guess I don't need to do that.
Yeah, so it was either a 27 or a 19.
Yeah.
Try the 27.
Yeah, either one hits. So is that a free thing for you to do, or
It's a reaction.
Yeah. Okay. Then I guess.
Should use something better. Like me.
Did you think about using something better?
I have to choose.
Should have been.
Just did it the first opportunity.
Well, it's
But if
only
it's attacking him, it's not going to attack you.
yeah. Hopefully, it's only going to attack one thing.
Well, it should attack me. The thing that has more health. Holy
It's cocked.
mother of God.
Okay. So, 24 points of damage. Chomp!
Wow.
Oh, not my thing.
If the target is medium or smaller, it is
There
grappled.
you go.
So,
Until the grapple ends, you are restrained.
59.
So you have the restrained condition.
So what does he do? He bites at me?
He bites you, and you're in his mouth now.
Okay, what part of me is in his mouth?
Probably like right around the center.
Okay. So as he grapples around my center, there's electricity that shoots up my spine, and I let out this scream, and then the gout of flame like shoots out of that.
Oh!
Reaction.
Out of that second eyeball just
Yeah.
shoots out.
Whoa.
So he has to make a dex save.
Cool.
Fire eye, huh? Cool.
fire eye.
Yeah, I let out this super
That's a
loud
natural
scream.
one.
Alright.
I'll give you an extra die for that.
Sweet.
You got it like in his mouth.
Okay.
You're spicy.
Does that look wrathful?
11 points of damage. I am screaming super loud and grabbing my head.
Oh.
Yeah, it's burned. I'll even make it have a. I mean, you only did 11 points of damage, so it's only a DC 11. But I'll make a DC 11 check to see if he drops you.
Okay.
Nope.
He bites harder.
And with his second attack, he pivots his hips slightly, slamming his tail into the Winnebago.
Dang.
And let's have
Why not me?
the three of you.
Me.
That's a D6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4. You get to roll the luck
Oh.
to see if the Winnebago is knocked over.
13.
Ooh. Yes, it is knocked onto its side.
Well,
Oh.
And everyone inside takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Take that, Mose.
Oh yeah, Moses knocked unconscious.
What a
well, he's
punk.
in his bed though, right?
Actually, he scrambled out of it.
Nice.
Yeah, he the flip threw him, and he kind of knocked his head on one of the cabinets, and he's out. And he is bleeding too, so you may want to look into that.
Oh, great.
He didn't even have time to say ah. Okay, so back around to Scofa.
Back to me.
Yep,
Okay.
you are still restrained.
I'm restrained. Oh, I can't.
Restrained, yes.
So what is that? I can't attack at all?
I believe. I don't have it in front of me. Anyone have a quick access? It should be right there at the end, on the back of the book.
Back of the book.
Look at the page. Of course, the first one I look at will tell me to go to a
A
different
restrained
range.
creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay. So you can
Creature-
continue to attack. You just have disadvantage.
Has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Too slow.
So instead of that, this loud ringing in the head kind of like wraps around him and this black beam shoots out at him.
Oh, nice.
More stuff.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Oh, I'm sure that's a Tyrannosaurus Rex's jam. Oh, actually. That's a 13.
15. Okay. Yeah, that's you makes it.
Well,
That's all I know.
okay. So you couldn't focus the beam and it just kind of like shoots into the sky.
But what advantage did you give him for blasting him with the 11 points?
Yeah,
I give him an
check
extra
it.
die for damage and a
yeah.
check that he might drop him.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
That's all. That's pretty
Well, yeah, but it could have been like,
robust,
oh, no, he has disadvantage on wisdom saving throws.
Suppose. Oh, that'd be awfully
So I'm just kind of
Anyway.
like staring at him.
okay. But that was to cast a spell action, so you
Yeah,
can't attack, right? Okay. Do you want to do anything with a bonus action?
Take a look.
Patient defense? No. Can I do that?
I mean-
it's weird.
Yeah, no, I think it. I mean, the fiction of it could be,
I'm just jitting with the lightning or something.
or that like you're just kind of focusing on not letting him clamp down more.
Okay.
Sorry, that's believable.
Maybe my leg and arm are just kind of like.
Yeah, you're trying to pry yourself out. You're just not going all out.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's probably better than trying to blast them again.
If Scope is in his mouth, does that mean that I get advantage from
No.
like,
Flanking, no, unfortunately. Delwyn is next. Sorry.
Okay. I reach into my robe
I have disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
and send my bat to do a little touch attack with Vampiric Touch from
Ooh. Okay.
Rod.
What?
Huh? What? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. AC, I think it uses my spell attack, so 18.
Yep.
Does it need to make... Nope. So it's going to take 10 points of necrotic,
Mm-hmm.
and I
You're healed
regain
for
hit
5.
points. Half of that.
Yep.
you weren't down in the hit points though, were you?
I was. I
You
took
were?
6 from
Oh, that's right.
getting the thing knocked over.
He
Ma-
gets
also,
knocked
make a
out.
charisma saving throw for me, please.
Does that count as casting a spell?
Nope.
Using the item? Okay.
Nope.
So then I'm going to also do bonus action healing word
It's use item. So that on Mose,
on
presumably.
Mose.
Cool.
I believe charisma is one of my...
James.
Yeah.
James.
Cleric. 16.
Yeah. Right. So for just the splittest of seconds, Sora, you notice Delwyn go extra pale, and you can see these kind of black veins just very quickly appear and disappear, kind of surrounding his eyes.
Oh wow.
Even though he's behind you. Or
Anyway,
And the spiritual weapon will not attack since I used
mhm.
my bonus action.
But Mose has stopped bleeding from his head, so that's good. Next
it
is
just like pours back in
Fender.
his ear or whatever.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I'm gonna take. No, no. It's like barely what I needed to miss. It's an 11. 11?
Yeah, miss.
18.
You're getting too cocky because you're like right up on him, and you jam your sword into one of the plates, and it just kind of bounces off.
That's 8 points, but I'm gonna use my extra. What's a hoozy?
Your action surge.
Fighter, yeah, that's that one. Let's go again. Double 13s for the die
Yeah,
attacks.
both hits.
Plus 8, and then help me on that. 16. I have a plus 5
So that's 14. So 19.
total.
Oh, to each, so you hit twice?
Yeah.
Plus 5, 11, and 9, so 20.
20 points.
Cool.
Sorry, no, 11 and
What?
23.
23 points. Wait,
What?
22.
You got
20.
8 and 6
Let's call it
is
23.
24.
Yeah, 8 and 6
24.
is 14.
It's
Plus 10 is
24.
24.
Yeah. Where did you? Okay, I can't use you for math. I thought I could use you for math.
So good.
It's in your name.
That's D&D, folks.
partially.
Math is a part of it, apparently. Yeah, it always has been.
Quick calculator.
Okay. Fender. There's his little Rock'em Sock'em Robots action there as he kind of flips on Overpower and comes up with some extra energy and slashes 2 more times and hits some meaty hits. No, I was just describing what he did. Next is Sora.
Sora casts Booming Blade, jumps out of the.
Ooh, getting up in it.
Yep, jumps out of the Winnebago's
Could have used you.
windshield and
Advantage.
scoots around the back.
Could have used you for advantage a little bit ago.
Well, now I have advantage. Ha ha ha. All right. Wait, do I have advantage?
Yeah, because you're.
All right, sweet. Here goes.
We're 2 men in this.
Oh, good. 18 on the die. So 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go. Dagger does
Nice.
8 piercing.
Mhm.
And here comes the ice. So the cold damage is 2 more cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
Sneak is
10.
6.
16.
And
Mhm.
it has also hit with some sonic energy from the Winning Blade.
Some Thundar.
Yeah. It's just D8 for now, right?
Yeah, and then I think if it moves,
Yeah. So, and 7 more for the sonic.
It's a total of 23. It looks pretty hurt. Matter of fact, you kind of like strike next to one of the plates, and the freeze and the thunder like together actually like just pops it right out, and there's like a little gooey like X-Borg area.
Does it drop the skill buff?
No.
You sure?
Can I use my bonus action to get out of the way?
You could do.
I'm gonna say because of its size and you having to move like actually like kind of through the windshield, that
Okay.
probably used up all your movement.
Okay, cool.
You could use bonus action.
But you could use a bonus action to dodge, I believe, as a rogue. You can do that.
Yeah, uncanny dodge is not a cunning action. With cunning action, I can take
You can't.
dash, disengage, or hide.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you could dodge.
You could
okay.
hide behind it.
I have some.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
yeah. I mean, I could take.
I think dodge
would
would be too powerful.
I think there is one archetype that can do that, but I think it's the burglar.
Burgle.
All right. So then, Sora has gone. It's Rexy's turn again.
Oh,
Wait, did I
Go text me.
penalize beforehand? Oh, no, it's last. That's right.
Yeah, it's last.
I'll flash it again.
Whoa,
Sure.
put it away.
Hit in the butt.
It's a family-friendly show.
Like Undertale?
I
Ideally.
don't know, maybe.
Okay.
ID and dealing.
ID and Dealy. All right, 2 gold.
There's a 2 underneath. So.
That's me.
No, against
Oh, come on.
Scofa. It's got a taste for the Orkindi.
Well, that's why I canceled the advantage, right, with my station.
Yeah, it has disadvantage.
I double canceled it, I guess, for you.
Okay.
So I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, well that doesn't. Anyway, I rolled disadvantage.
Okay.
But the low die was a 20. So
Oh. Dang it.
It's not like T-Rexes have low health. Like,
Yeah.
T-Rexes are OP.
Yeah.
Just need a wizard. Freaking polymorph.
Polymorph fireball.
okay, 30 points of damage.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
And now you're in its belly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut
Okay.
your way out.
Okay. I use my quarterstaff to cut my way out.
Well, it's your turn now.
You can use your eye blast.
So what are my options? Yeah.
Well,
Can I use
you're
my laser eye blast, which I cut through it. That was
you're
forever.
blind. You're restrained,
Five dark
and at the
vision.
end of your turn, well, no, you're. I mean, there's just
Just blind.
you're blind because like you can't.
My eyes pressed up against.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're restrained, and at the end of your turn, you're going to take acid damage.
Okay.
So you probably just want to do whatever you can to get out of her.
Yeah. What do I have to make it feel sick?
Acid.
Poop.
Not acid, obviously.
Do you have some of your patented garbage you picked up?
Vomit
Oh,
down in its
delicious.
stomach.
I've sedative fungus, but I don't think that's going to affect it from in here.
If anything, it'd have more of an effect.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could I mean,
Oh well, I don't know. I have this yellow gas canister. Am I holding it? It's on my back. I don't know.
well, you probably had. I don't know. You could have had it. It's small enough that you could have had it like tucked into your belt or something.
Okay.
It'd be a little awkward, obviously. Like it could be like hanging off your hip or whatever.
I still don't know though. I mean, if it explodes, then I'm inside anyway. So. Do I know enough about the sedative fungus that would it affect it?
You do not.
Okay, with my I have an herbalism kit.
Oh, but you're trained in it.
Trained in medicine and the herbalism kit.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go roll either one of those.
Okay.
Ipecac.
Natural 20.
Oh.
26.
You're pretty sure it should do something, especially if you dump the whole thing.
Okay. Well, I mean,
But you used your action to do that, so
yeah, I guess I'll use my action to do that and then
no, to think of it.
to think of it.
I didn't want you dead.
You can't bonus action disengage from a restrained, right? High jump.
I would say because of the dire straits, if you have a key point, you could use it to like use your bonus action to try and scramble that out. Because I let you guys use a bonus action to take a potion. So
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the sedative fungus, I don't know. Do I think it's going to be effective? If I dump the whole thing, you said maybe.
you're pretty sure.
Okay. Well, I'll dump it and then try to do a power jump out of it. That's what I want.
It might be easier to go out the back way.
Well, okay, so you can try to jump out, but
Yeah.
you're going to be athletics check at disadvantage because you don't really have the leverage.
Okay.
I'm kind
There's
of
a grip all
slashing up the
around.
back end. You might be able to fit through that a little easier.
So like the minute you have it out and like open up the pouch and like spill the stuff into its stomach,
Yeah.
this kind of well, you can't see, but like for the audience, there's this kind of purple, very thick gas just like begins to fill his stomach, and you can actually feel like pressure start to build around you
Okay. Okay.
as
Well,
it's kind of its muscles are like kind of stiffening up.
maybe it'll shoot me out anyways. I have this ring of poison resistance, so maybe that helps.
It does.
All right, I'll disadvantage it. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
It is 13.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Sorry, you couldn't get a hold on its slippery insides.
Okay.
So
Was that my bonus action?
that was your bonus action, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think the potion would make that much of a difference.
So you take 6 points of acid damage.
Okay, so I go down to 0.
Oh,
Go back up to 1.
oh that's right, Okindiness.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got a joke, everybody, that I am remorse that I didn't come up with it earlier. Maybe I said it last episode when you were shooting her, the T-Rex. I should have said, "Shoot her!"
Yeah.
like from Jurassic Park.
Nice.
Oh,
Quintessential line,
Nice.
even though it's a raptor.
Well, you could have done that because I did.
Rex.
All right, so next is Delwyn.
Okay, I believe
You use teleport.
once.
So you did see the poor Scofa get swallowed.
Okay.
And you liked it. That's weird.
I'm just going to go based on the assumption that T-Rex does not speak common. And I can't
That's a
command
fair-
it to puke.
That's a fair assumption.
Well, hold on.
Drop it!
Did you check? Because it's a Saurian Rex.
I mean,
Tyrannosaurian Rex.
Tyrannosaurian Rex, Cybersaurian Rex.
That's
I
a
like
decent
the
one.
concept more.
Yeah. Lady, make another flyby. First, I'm going to try with the spiritual weapon.
Mhm.
Give it a bop.
Nice.
Ooh.
So, yeah, AC 24, I
Yup.
think, for 7 force.
How much you say?
7.
Oh
Is
Jesus!
that just enough to force it out?
I'm just gonna spoiler you guys. That radio bop it now has 1 hit point left. The radiation bop that his spiritual weapon just did.
Oh.
its bell is rung, and it's just kind of waiting for the next hit.
All right. And the vampiric touch lasts for a minute, so I'm going to have the bat make another attack.
Okay.
Ooh, and that's an AC 26
Faux show.
for 12 points of necrotic.
Charisma save.
24.
You're golden. See it again, though.
But this time we see it like.
However, now, let's say the bat. Okay. 1 is head, 2 is neck, 3 is belly, 4 is leg. Yeah, left leg, right leg, and tail. 4. Left leg. So the bat comes in and just kind of latches onto its left kneecap, and then it's just gone. It just crumbles away into ash, and the thing falls over, dead as a doornail. Also,
The T-Rex?
rigid. Yes, it is immediately. What's the word?
Rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis. Yes, thank you. Sorry.
Rick and Mortis.
And combat is over. So it's actually like the Winnebago's on its side, and it kind of fell over. So like, it's the Winnebago and the dead T-Rex are kind of like looking at each other, like
That's
Romeo
so
and Juliet.
Yeah, get him out.
I'm booming blading the thing in the throat. Scope is in there. Get him out.
We get him out.
Yeah, no, like eventually you guys kind of pull them out. Although the timing would make a difference.
We get him out right
Let's since you're the one who's right up there.
Yeah.
No, you two.
I'm right.
Both of you guys can roll initiative. You guys want to just get better than Scopa.
Okay.
away. That shouldn't be too hard.
Right, so I roll.
13.
14.
4.
Okay, so you guys are both pretty much Johnny on the spot, and you guys kind of. So Fender's using his buffness to like pry to open the mouth, and you just kind of help pull him out.
As soon as I see any Scofa arm or leg, I'll throw a healing word.
Sure. So he is actually fully purple now, like just as if he was like dyed in like super like rich grape juice.
Huh.
Tired?
No.
Okay.
No. And it's also steaming.
Ooh. What? Why?
Because it's warm.
My hair still there? No?
Some of it.
You're purple.
It's all purple.
Ooh.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You're miscolored.
Oh, and I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Boom, boom.
That's pretty good. Let's go.
Yeah, he smells like battery acid.
Ew.
Does he taste like it?
Ew. No, it smells
You don't
like-
have a tongue,
Wait.
so.
Do I have a tongue? No.
Yeah, you have a tongue.
Does he feel funny after?
Yeah, your skin stings a little bit, but the acid's not so burning.
I do a create water, and I just have it rain right on them.
Sploosh.
It's real good.
It's like I don't know if you do this. I used to do this a lot, but like I would take a normal hot shower, and then at the very end, I'd turn the cold like all the way up,
Yeah.
and just for a few seconds. Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Okay.
So now it's as if he dyed his hair purple and it like spilled all over him. There's still remnants of it on him.
Oh.
It's not completely washed off just by the deluge of water, but the majority of it is off you now.
I go grab the soap.
Are the insides of this creature purple?
I don't know.
Wait, why now?
Well, I tried to use that sedative. I guess, did it work?
It's dead.
It's dead.
I mean, I guess
Well,
it really
More like
works.
a
I guess it's
sedative.
Super asleep?
Okay.
No one heard it.
That's good to know.
Fender repeats his joke. More like a sedative.
Is there a volume control?
I can only go louder.
Huh.
Bum. Okay.
Wheels on the bus go round and round.
Do they? It's on its side.
Okay, we lift up the Winnebago.
Yeah.
With
We have
ease.
to
'Cause
strap
I'm
some
so
ropes to
buff.
it, I guess.
Were there any interesting things inside this creature?
Oh, we
I
healed
take
the
a peek
horse.
at the
Cannot
horses.
see or feel anything.
Yeah. So 88 is
Maybe we should cut it open.
Say it.
quite a bit damaged. but probably functional.
Nothing
If
else to do.
someone with Tinker's tools could give him a once over.
Sure, I can do that.
They're not affected by magic healing like
They are, but it's lessened.
That's an 11. I'm proficient with it. So,
Because non-sentient robots don't have a spirit for the magic to latch onto.
I guess I could try.
what skill would that be?
Awesome.
You're proficient with Tinker's tools.
Yeah.
It's going to be intelligence.
Oh, okay. So 14.
Okay. Yeah. You heal it, say for 2d6. So now it's, let's say it only it's taken like, I don't know, 8 points of damage now.
Oh, I never get to roll d6.
Sora's trying to pry off metal plates from the dead monster to utilize his armor plates on the vehicle.
No, let's not do that.
So for you can gather a few, but the
Nice.
biggest one is probably the size of a what do you call those serving plates?
Serving
Chargers.
Oh, okay.
Dodge Chargers.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know that that's a great idea.
Why?
I think they found us through the Saurian technology that we already have.
What?
So if we have them,
These are just metal plates.
are they?
Typically only 10
Yeah.
pieces.
But it's not like
They don't
Automatic.
appear to be like enhancing the creature in any way. They're like
Oh.
almost cosmetic.
Okay. But never mind what I said.
The only ones that it actually has are its two front arms.
We don't take those. But I do break them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Crunch.
Well, that's
So,
unnecessarily destructive, but okay.
do we have any of that technology left? We should destroy it.
Well, I feel like if we try and use it, it'll destroy itself.
That has happened in the past.
Well, I don't think we want another one of these things or
Certainly not.
two.
All right.
It didn't look like a Hexeter summoning. It looked like the Saurian.
No, the teleportation like signature was very reminiscent of the Saurians. Yeah.
let's.
I mean, but who's to say he couldn't have replicated that somehow? He's a
Well,
wizard.
He's not that cool, though. So. Okay.
Oh,
He
So
might
what-
disagree.
Yeah, let's
Well,
destroy it.
that's
Let's
fine.
get
Bring
rid
him
of it all.
okay.
What else?
Bring
do
him
we
on the
have?
show, Steve.
I was gonna send the bat to just kind of take a look around to see if there's like some guy in a hillside looking. Oh, they're right there. I'm gonna-
Yes.
a little summon.
Sure, make a perception roll
Maybe-
for the bat.
Maybe you can see what's up with that.
21. No, wait.
Yeah.
17 on the die. What's the bat's perception? Sorry.
Plus
Excuse me.
9. It's wild.
At least a 17.
Okay. At least a 17.
What is their perception? Is a 1, so 18.
Okay. You do not see anyone.
If it's he also listens for someone running away because he has advantage on that.
Didn't hear anyone.
Yes. You hear the scrambling of a number of four-legged creatures kind of running off to the south.
Four-legged. The Saurians have 4 legs normally.
Normally they walk on two.
Would they run on 4? If they're trying to get away.
No, not really.
Send it to take a peek. See if we can get an eye on it.
Sure.
At least 2.
We'll settle for 1.
Okay. So after, I don't know, say 15 or so minutes of like kind of flying around and trying different angles and trying to kind of home in with its sonar, it gets a vision of, it looks like maybe like a small pack or I guess pack, yeah, of Tabasti. They don't have their traveling harnesses that they typically have, and these ones have these weird kind of tendrils coming off of their kind of front shoulders.
And I know what direction
They're to the
they
south,
went.
yeah,
Okay.
probably I don't know, quarter mile.
All right. Let the bat return and let you guys know. Tabasti with weird thingies, appendages coming from their shoulders. Suggest let's get the ride back on its wheels.
Does that sound familiar?
Take a quick rest.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You know, my survival.
You're trained in nature.
It's trained in survival.
No.
It's just like
Training
nature.
Arcana.
And animal handling.
You rolled Arcana at disadvantage.
Okay.
How about you? You got nature?
I'm not.
You're not good natured?
11.
Yeah. Nothing comes to mind.
That's
Okay.
not how to best you normally are.
But that is true, yeah.
I look up in the sky. Do I still see the Wandering Wood heading up?
Yeah, it's gone.
Just barely.
In a few seconds.
Just barely.
Just barely moved? Or just barely
Just
see
barely
it?
see.
You can just barely still see him, yeah.
Is it still going in the direction we're heading, or does it look like it's heading there?
And it was veering off a little bit to the west.
Did they do that to mess with us?
I don't know. It didn't look like an elven
Maybe that's their shtick.
thing.
Bunch of jerks
Maybe.
for no reason.
You said stick.
You got 6 points from a healing word after you came out.
Congratulations.
And I'll do a cure wounds. I'm going to do it at
I was
second
gonna do
level
like a.
for you.
I was
Just,
thinking it was guys gonna go for like a reborn joke, but
in 15.
Nice.
From the dinosaur's womb, you returneth.
At least
the
that'll
mouth will.
tide you over for now and still leave me with a decent amount of spells.
A male
much better.
dinosaur doesn't have many womb options.
All right, let's get
Dinosaurs
this,
don't. They lay eggs.
Right.
True.
get this
So
thing
from-
back up right.
Wound.
I looked at the horse that was 88. I was 88.
He's good.
Knocked over.
That fixes it.
Yeah. Fender like kind of propped him up and
You do well with a long rest.
took a little one of his tinker's tools, like a little hammer, and kind of banged out some of the dents and kind of opened up one of the panels and moved a few things inside, and seems to be functional.
All right. Okay. And we got the Winnebago back on its wheels.
It takes a little while and some leveraging, but yeah, you guys get it back up.
Okay.
It's good.
All right.
Go ahead,
Well,
get it back up.
Let's make a ruck roll for everybody.
A what?
everybody.
Luck
Ruckus?
roll, please.
A ruckus roll?
15.
Cool.
13.
5.
I want to
Okay, it's on you, Fender.
roll the 16 outside of the box. There's a 2 in the box.
It's a 2 in the box. So it's a tie. Who's gonna roll off?
Roll off. I got a
Um,
I'm the lucky one. I roll off.
I got a 6.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I'm luckier. Should roll 5-sided.
1. Roll luck for me.
Look again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Roll well.
19.
Okay.
Yes.
No busted axles.
All right.
Don't you? Do you have mending?
I do have mending.
We could just fix it anyway.
But it's
It's
limited.
too big.
Yeah, it's kind of big.
No, because you're level 6 now. You can do it on bigger.
If only that was
Right?
a thing.
But wouldn't that make sense though?
It
Since
would.
you can do like Sacred Flame and like then you add a second D8. You
Sure.
become better at
Like
it.
theoretically, Mage Hand should get better too, but it
Yeah.
doesn't.
Well, like, yeah, you
What
should
if
be
I
able to
did-
lift 20 pounds.
What if I did mending as a 3rd level spell?
Possibly it would work.
Cast it as a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, but like,
So it takes up the slot.
yeah, like you've like been.
That's something you
lifting-
could probably learn to do.
You've been lifting weights with your mage hand.
Uh-huh.
You should be able to lift 20.
You have to get like Mage. Is there a name for those things?
Major
Hand.
Oh, maybe the grip.
The grip
Oh.
stretcher things.
Yeah.
And then Eye of the Tiger has to play in the background.
Has to be like a magic montage, magic muscle montage.
You know what we should do?
This
Sue?
should be a game. Anyway,
We should make those stats for all the like lower cantrips that don't have anything else cool about them. Once you hit a certain level, they can do more cool stuff.
could be fun. So, you guys get back on the road.
On the road again.
Does this thing have eyeballs?
Once we get it
What
on,
was this? It did. It did.
we'll take
Yeah.
long enough to
Were
do.
they cybernetic eyeballs?
They were not.
No,
No, you
take
can
them
long
anyway.
rest in there.
Yeah.
No point in not being rolling while you
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a short rest if we're riding for an hour.
I didn't get hit, so
But it did get knocked on its side.
I didn't get hit.
And you didn't take any damage from when it.
I wasn't in it.
I think it was all me.
Yeah. You chuckleheads.
I
No,
didn't realize you had stepped out.
yeah, he had just stepped up. But the three of you were kind of in when it tipped over,
Or in its mouth.
or in his mouth. That's true.
The fighter once again, does not take any damage in the battle. Because
Dog,
a certain
right?
someone likes to just get up in there.
It's boldness.
Well, the stick's only so long.
Well, the fighter's too slow at doing his job.
Ooh. Okay. So
And he has a better
I
dex.
believe you had
He's
2
still
days
slow.
left of travel for reaching Deep Mind.
Can we take its eyeballs before we go?
It's what?
I want to take its eyeballs. So I mentioned the eyeballs now. I want the one eyeball. We won't be able to get the
Well, I think the reason Sora asked was because they wanted one, right?
Yeah.
Like a bowling
But they were
ball.
regular. Jeez.
Dude, eyeballs are worth
No, they're a
bunch.
little bit smaller. They're probably because it's compact. Its eyes aren't huge.
Cool.
Probably the size of a baseball.
Nice.
I feel like we can get it out.
I mean, it's still pretty big, but
And you said the flesh was wrong, right? It wasn't like normal animal flesh because the blood
Thick.
didn't really drip.
Thicker.
It was
yeah. It was. Upon examination, it's kind of spongy.
Oh.
Oh, okay, but wait a minute. Is it a real eyeball or is it a cyber eyeball?
What kind of
Should be
eyeball?
It's a real eyeball.
What kind of
Okay, it's a
eyeball?
real eyeball. Okay.
Ugh.
Okay, so but we got rid of all the.
Thanks,
sodium-
Mackle boys.
We got rid of all the sodium tech before we left, right?
Yeah, we just
You want to go over your equipment list and
we
double check?
shove
Yeah.
it in the dinosaur.
Just throw it in the
Cyber sword.
well, no. I still have a flashlight.
Well, that's what's been pissing them off.
Could be.
Foot baton.
We had
They've
that,
got our
stun-
flashlight.
You had that stun stick and you had that alarm thing. No, you got rid of it.
Yeah, the like we sold that.
You saw it.
I thought we did.
I thought the alarm thing. I think you traded to somebody.
Okay, but then you had like a stunning stick, right?
You had a stunning stick.
I had half of one.
I don't have
The
one.
the taser is not as far intact. If that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, no, I had half of one of their weapons. And I think I
We
gave
No, I
have-
believe we still actually do have the full
Gun.
rifle that we don't know how to use.
Yeah, there's no way we haven't done that by now. Like,
well, obviously, if that's how.
yeah, I know, but like, I'm surprised that like we just don't
No,
remember.
you claimed it, so
Yeah,
I haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, that's why we just haven't remembered to like
All right, well,
sell it because it's useless.
well, I think we just toss it now.
Yeah.
I want to break it,
Okay,
but
yeah.
You gonna step away from the party while you do it though,
Okay, how about
or like do something special, or I don't know. It's up to you. Because remember what happened last time.
okay.
Boom.
how about we burn it?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I reverse thorn whip it? Like, I don't want to pull it towards me and push it away.
Reverse thorn whip. You could roll Arcana to try and do that.
I mean, like, just like, so it's the 10 feet apart, and then like try and like, I don't know, break
Sure,
it. or
at
something.
disadvantage since you're not trained.
Right, that's fair. Even though I already have a 0 in it. Of course, it's a 20. Stupid. 13.
13. Yeah, you throw it. You get a little like make yourself almost like a viney kind of sling, and you kind of throw it and nice arc up into the air.
Okay.
I firebolted as
Yeah.
it's going.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Produce-
Shot put.
Produce
Go for it.
flame
Attack.
Skeet shoot.
Boo.
Skeet shoot. Yeah, thanks.
Produce flame it.
I'll blast
14.
I'll blast it, dude.
Yeah, 14 hits. So everybody's going.
21.
All right, that's a hit.
What do I use for this?
Oh, only
Wisdom?
4 points of fire.
Dex.
18.
Five
18
points
hits.
of laser.
5 points of
19.
so 7.
19 to shoot with.
Jeez, you're all just going bonkers. Yeah, you hit it.
All right. And you're
10 points of damage.
God damn.
Oh, wait, I get 2d10s, huh?
Oh, so you threw a sword?
No. I produce flame.
Oh,
I
right,
think
right,
that's-
okay, sure.
D6?
7 piercing
D8?
damage with a short bow.
If it's the druid spell, it's D10.
Is it D10?
I think so. Oh, wait, hold on.
I know Firebolt. is.
Firebolt is D10. Produce flame is D8.
Ah, beans. Sure you don't want to just make an exception for your boy?
Sorry, buddy.
It's just your boy. 9 points.
Cool.
I think it explodes.
It does.
Cool. Fizzle.
In the 20-foot radius. Throwing shrapnel everywhere.
It's a good thing it's
Good thing you threw it pretty far. Yeah. And
It was cool.
You know, little bits rain down. There's a
Did Mose like it?
big, pretty. Yeah, actually, Mose did like it. He was like, "Wow!" He's like jumping up and down. He's like putting his hands on his head, like he's trying to contain himself. almost like he's like pretending like he has a hat, and it was almost like thrown off him by his excitement. Yeah, he seemed super into it. I want to do that.
Then you will.
Yeah, you can teach me how to do that.
I can't because I don't know how I did it.
Oh, well, Sora's been teaching me some things.
Yeah, that one's probably your go-to source as well.
He's looking at some notes.
Just seeing if we had any other
Sora in tech.
So, hey, Scofa.
Are they really sore about it?
Huh? Okay. I don't know. I'm not going to change your picture.
Okay.
Because, like, in the old pictures, you're green and you're kind of purple now. I'm not going to change it.
Okay. So I'm so purple?
A little bit.
Wow. Okay.
Didn't come off in the rain?
It's kind of a tint.
Interesting. So it's like a purplish green, or is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh.
You're like a 90s toy.
Right. Sad, but true. I'll put
From Nickelodeon.
green purple.
I mean, like, it's really more vibrant in your hair.
Yeah.
And it's,
Mohawk is all purple now then?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Does it look cool?
I mean, it's kind of hulky, although in all the wrong spots.
Right.
But like the purple in your skin, it's more like, you know, dye that gets on your hand. It just takes time to wash it off. So like it's only like in a certain light you can really see it, because you know you have a nice you know green sheen.
Yeah.
Sheen green.
And so like purple is a weird. You wouldn't necessarily see it if you didn't kind of know it or have the right light on it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's gonna go away. Trying to rub at it. Probably hand in the sink for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, just waste that non-potable one.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like psychological itching kind of going on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, you know, like when you think about having a bite, even if you don't have one, maybe you'll like scratch your arm or something.
Right. So
I could try and burn it off.
no, it's okay. It'll be okay. I'm just like subconsciously like rubbing it again.
Sure.
What if it doesn't?
Just sit down and rest back there, Grimace.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Just a story I read.
Someone who was making a grimace face.
Yeah, purple and green.
Purple, green.
Oh.
Purple, green, simple green.
Video line, right?
Sure.
Okay.
So you guys are able to kind of cycle out your long rests because you're traveling, and the horses are doing all the work, and you're in a large wagon.
Without the horses.
You kind of crest a little bit of a kind of hillside, really just kind of as dawn is coming up, and you can see to the south of you Deep Mind, which
So we traveled a couple days now?
yeah.
Okay.
Spell slots back.
Spell slots back.
Healed up. Still purple.
And you hit it kind of at the kind of northeastern kind of edge. Deep Mind itself is the crater itself, I should say, is probably about 7 or 8 miles from edge to edge, kind of. So 4-mile kind of radius from the center. And it's kind of a pretty kind of gradual decline, and it's as you get closer and closer towards the kind of center of the settlement, you notice that as you get kind of closer and closer to the kind of impact site, steps have been kind of carved out, so it's almost like a Native American or like a kind of South American kind of huts and whatnot kind of pushed against the hillside. I don't know if you've seen any of those kind of the kind of mountainside dwellings where they have like the houses and then like ladders from kind of each level.
Pueblos.
Yeah, pueblos.
Is
Kind
that
of
a
like
thing
that.
in the old Scooby-Doo cartoon?
I don't know. Probably everything's
That was like that in
everything's
Rio.
been in that. What's that?
There's some like that was like that in Rio.
Probably. Yeah, I think so.
Do we know anything about this place before? Like the
culture.
Oh, I know all
culture
about it.
wise.
I don't know
Yeah,
everything about Deep
isn't
Mind.
this where on the way here we fought Icer and
Yes.
there was the robot?
You never got quite to Deep Mind,
Right.
but yes,
Okay.
on the
off-ramp.
the long grind, kind of at the edge of it, just a bit west of Deep Mind, you fought Icer. Yeah.
I mean, these people aren't as bad as.
No. The Deep Mind is primarily populated by Danik, but it has a decent spread of other species. And the culture is very much kind of community and like work oriented. They have kind of a serious attitude akin to Foundry, but they are more friendly. They are practical but hardworking. But they also know that it's important to take breaks. They respect each other. It's a very kind of meritocracy.
Less run by necromancers and more run by.
Yes, it's more run by. It's a commonwealth almost. Like they people will kind of get together and gather in almost like a symposium, and they will bring up problems that face the community, and they will kind of decide everything over like a matter of like hours of just kind of discussing until they find a solution to their problems.
Do we know about the population? Would this have been on my route? Have I been here before?
Maybe not. It's a little bit out of the way, being kind of like right on the coast, or at least a mile away from the coast or so, maybe a little bit more. And then like at the very kind of northern edge of the Everreach Mountains. Unless you had a specific reason to be there, you might not have ever been there.
Nope, just trading and healing.
Wheeling and dealing.
Did no one still have black veins after the fight, or did they go away quickly?
They went away pretty quickly.
Okay, so I didn't even see them.
Yeah, you probably didn't see it.
I didn't see. And you don't talk about it?
Talk about what?
The hump on the bed.
Oh?
What? You know, that shoot her joke from earlier really wasn't that funny. And I don't fault you guys for not laughing.
So as you kind of come to the one of the few kind of spoke-like roads that all lead to the center of Deep Mind, you can see so the majority of the area is kind of separated into probably 4 tiers, and the top tier is probably is where the kind of farmlands have been set up, because that's the kind of place where it evens out the most and has the most kind of arable land, at least through kind of tilling and caring. And you come upon a farm where you can see a elven woman, probably in her kind of late 20s, just kind of tending. It looks like probably some kind of root. As it has kind of big leafy stalks that come out of the ground, and then there's like a kind of orangish brown kind of like nub that kind of sticks in the ground, and she has just like rows and rows of them, and small. And when I say small, I mean the size of cats, ants. Kind of crawl back and forth, and they all, you can see kind of on the top of their there are, I don't know, maybe half a dozen of them, and on the top of their thorax has been painted a number on each one of them, and you can see her like kind of with a little whistle every now and then. She'll like, and then one of them will stop and then go somewhere else.
You said they're robotic?
No, just big ants.
Okay.
Looks like she has them numbered and trained.
Yeah.
She kind of notices you. She goes, "Oh, newcomers, please come."
Sure. What are you growing there?
Pop the brakes on.
They're carrots.
Oh. Are they gigantic carrots?
They're pretty big, yeah.
Okay.
Like,
You call yourself an herbalist.
Can they be fermented into alcohol?
oh, from what I hear, anything could be fermented into alcohol. If you don't mind, your conveyance,
Yeah.
you could bring it over by my barn. I think there may be a little bit of difficulty if you want to enter the town proper. The roads aren't made for something as large as that, I don't think.
That's fair.
Oh,
Huh. Okay.
Thanks.
And I am
So as you kind of come in from the kind of rough area, once you get into like the rings that have been kind of settled, there's actually like gravel laid down as roads. And up until then, you've just been kind of like, free crawling. I don't know, free rolling.
Okay.
But yeah, the roads themselves and they're not super packed. Not meant for anything heavier than probably a horse. And they're probably 12 feet wide.
Okay. So
we can do that. Name's Dell, by the way.
Oh,
You are
hello, Portia Larkspur. Welcome to my farm. What brings you to Deepmind?
What brings us to Deep Mind, Stephen? Why did we come here?
we don't want to tell her, but we're coming for the
Book
to
knowledge?
gain sentience to robots. There's
To trade.
Flashback.
Yeah.
Zever tells you that he may have found a code or password or some kind of magic that can help grant sentience to non-sentient robots. And he said it was in an old orc compound to the south of Deepmind.
Oh, so it's not actually in the city.
So we didn't even need to come to you.
Well, I mean, it would be just right outside the city because the edge of the settlement butts up against the northern side of
Okay. But so we don't need to go into town.
the mountains.
necessarily.
Not necessarily, but it's up to you.
but we can.
Yeah.
We can
Well, I mean, if they had gigantic carrots here, let's like to see what else they got.
get our stuff parked. And
Bananas, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah. So anybody grow bananas around here?
Mo's like immediately lights up and is like super paying attention now. We don't. Well, we have perhaps something similar, but it's
no,
fun.
no.
It's a funny story. We haven't really got a name for it yet.
No,
Well, Mose, you should consider carrots being the bananas of Deepmind.
Carrots are. Well, I'll try one. Can I have one?
Well, we can buy some from her. Well, how much is a carrot?
She smiles. Well. Now I'm struggling to think if like
I mean, they're gigantic.
it's winter.
ooh, are they parsnips?
Yeah, let's say they're parsnips. And
Parsnips are definitely not the banana of
they're giant parsnips.
Oh,
They're-
Mose, you should let those wait. They have to hit a cold season before they get sweet.
So, how long?
I don't know. Come back in
Week? 2 weeks?
once we thawed.
You've been in winter now for probably 2 weeks.
Okay. I don't
Two
know.
or maybe a month.
Ask Portia. She grows these things.
Yes. Well, I was just starting to pick a few
Oh,
to use for stews. But you're right. Deeper into the cold weather, they do get sweet.
What were those banana things you're talking about?
Well, they almost look like a paw, similar to a banana, but they have kind of 3 fingers, maybe. I don't know.
Like a
And
triple banana?
and it's a bit thicker and more fibrous, but it is sweet.
Well, yeah, point me in the direction of that.
Oh, sure. If you just head a bit, well, if you follow the circle, The next farm over, and the one after that, you'll find them there. That's where Doge lives.
And who is Doge?
Dog.
Well, we call him Doge the turtle, but he's a Danig, and he does a lot of the design for dwellings and generally he keeps the mines running as well.
He's a busy guy.
He's always building something.
Being newcomers, I've not been through here before. Is there any thing we should be aware of? Any customers or rules that strangers may not know to follow?
I would say if you're friendly and don't have a weapon out, that's probably the best way to go.
Already liking this much more than
you can certainly earn, I guess, points if you offer to help anyone who's working on their crop, as well as there's usually little things that need to be fixed here and there. I think you said you're a mender.
Herbalist and I guess doctor. I don't know what to even call it.
Well, that
A physiker.
Medium.
of course.
Oh, and I'm a medium
Oh,
as well.
good.
He's
Always
not a rare, but he's a
always
medium.
always useful to have another medium.
Yeah, did we see any ayahuasca coming in here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just around the whole city. Or whatever?
Yeah, pretty much. As you go from section to section, each ring has
That's
its own kind of plant.
What made this ring?
Well, the way that the oldest of the Danig tell it, there was a flash in the sky, and they kind of came from all over the farthest reaches of Alifor, and to this glow that had settled in the land, almost as if some great giant had slammed its fist down from the sky.
So I was going to pull out the little pouch and open the bag with those 3 rocks from the meteor impact. Like this stuff?
Oh, I'd never seen any myself, but that's how they describe it. Yes.
Ooh.
Wait, is that the first time we've seen that?
No, way back when our characters were crawling out of, was it blood mains?
That was it was. I think that was the other side of the haunted factory.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
we were
ghosts?
crawling out. Yeah, we crawled out through a crater impact, and there were bits of meteorite in there.
Interesting.
And Sora collected a few.
Huh. Well, that was much smaller, I guess.
Oh, maybe they can tell me about these.
Yeah, maybe.
Perhaps.
Don't touch them. Well, maybe one. Can you touch them? They might hurt.
Wait, have we touched them before?
I think Sora's kept a pretty close wrap on them.
Yeah,
I don't know. Do I have any reason to not want to touch them?
they
Nope.
kind of hurt.
They kind of hurt.
If you touch them, yeah.
Oh, well then why do?
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't affect you. You have a metal arm.
You love doing dumb stuff.
Oh yes, and I meant to ask.
Yeah.
The attack with the
She goes, "Oh, where are my manners? Please, it's a custom of ours when we have new visitors to share a meal. Why don't you come into the house?"
Oh,
Let's go park our.
okay. Thank you.
What should we call it? Do we come up with a name for it?
The wiener bagel.
Rutabaga.
The
I don't
rutabaga.
think what you said.
The everything bago.
Everything.
It's got everything we need.
Cinnamon raisin. Oh my god.
Ugh, to cinnamon raisin.
Yeah.
It's not a
Cinnamon
bad
garlic.
flavor.
It's not
If
for
you
me.
like raisins, it's not a
I'll
bad
get it.
flavor.
parked and
Okay.
and set and all.
Power down the horses.
Were you tricked too many times thinking it was chocolate chip?
Or
Now you don't
Probably.
like raisins.
blueberry.
Probably.
And I'll get a read on the mists.
Sure.
Go for it.
Insight, right? 22.
Mm-hmm. At least in the general vicinity, you are.
At least.
Two, 3, 4. At least in the general vicinity, you're good for 4 days.
I'll convey that to her when we
So
go in.
your sense would cover probably a good quarter, if not half, of Deep Mind.
Okay. All right. I guess we go in. Then.
Okay. Yeah. So she has a nice, humble abode. You can see there is a separate room. It doesn't have a door, but it has a doorway in the back, and you can see kind of just the kind of edges of a very simple bed. And the main room has kind of a large circular table that's low to the ground. No actual chairs, but she has kind of like those kind of low wicker kind of stools that kind of like cradle your butt.
Okay.
Not mine.
And then she has kind of a very kind of large, elaborate, but like modest, like wooden kind of kitchen area. She has a hole cut into the table where she has a tin bucket like that's kind of slotted in where she can like clean stuff, and then there's a couple barrels inside where you can see kind of different vegetables and whatnot, and one that's completely filled with water. You can see it's very kind of damp, and like the wood is kind of soaked through and a little bit warped at the top.
And then in a glass case, some bananas. Labeled
And there are like little flaps in kind of 3 to 4 foot spaces along the kind of bottom edge of the domicile, where the ants like kind of every now and then kind of move in and out, almost in like you'll walk in and like kind of maybe dust off your coat, and like an old crumb or something will fall off, and immediately the ant will come and grab it, leave.
Wow.
How big are they?
They're about the size of a cat.
A cat. Okay. Like a cat dog.
Now, Mose, remember we are guests.
He's just like
One of the
looking at
rules-
the ants. Wow.
Commanders for guests.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no sticky fingers.
Okay.
Then I don't mean, you know what I mean. You don't know what I mean.
No steely steals.
Oh yeah. Okay. Miss Elf, I will not take any of your stuff.
Portia.
You have my word as captain. And he like gives her like a really exaggerated bow as he like kind of puts his arm across his like.
Does he have his fingers twisted behind his back?
No, he does not.
What about his toes?
And he like immediately goes to sit down on one of the stools.
All right. Yeah, I'll try to bend my metal leg back to sit on the stool.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's low.
Yeah. I mean,
But it's not-
supposed to put your legs underneath it. Is that kind of thing?
I mean, you could.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay. And so she smiles and says, "Yeah, I haven't had a guest in a while. It's nice to have company. I was starting to think that I don't know. Every now and again, I think maybe I should try one of the other settlements and see what they have to offer. But I like working on my parsnips, and the little ones. They seem to be at ease here as well.
Your ants?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are you from? I imagine with that contraption that you're carting around, you've been all over the place, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a new thing, but we travel around a bit. We just came from Foundry.
Oh,
It's bad there.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend going there.
Foundry sucks.
The Brightfall is nice. That's
I've heard about Brightfall. I've also long ago my brother told me about Red Grove, but hadn't. It's all the way almost the other side of Alifor, so I don't know if I'll ever see it. Have you been there?
Red Grove. Oh, no, I don't think so.
You stopped in there once or twice.
Yeah, I've been there. It's pleasant, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, sure. I mean, for someone whose interest is in farming, I think that's probably the only place I'd ever maybe settled if I did leave. But enough about me, please. You said your name was Del. What can I call the rest of you? I'm Mose. I'm the captain.
It's our Captain Mose.
Can I have some food? I'm hungry.
And also
she smiles and goes through a little kitchen area and
Vendor.
Scofa. Nice to meet you.
I'm trying to make a pudding. You want to try it?
Hey, Mose, bring this into her. I give Mose one of those jars of honey from the bees in Omoa.
Okay.
That's
Thank you for her
That's
hospital.
where I'm from. I'm Sora.
Welcome, Sora. I've heard good things about Omoa.
It's nice.
Yes.
We don't do a lot of farming. Brightfall has a lot of farming.
Yeah, they do. If you want to do farming, it's right by the sea too.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Oh! Pull out a flask.
I think I've seen ants there.
Ozark whiskey from Thunderbolt Sings. Where did we get that?
Thunderbolt? Who's that?
Maybe that was in
Thunder
Brightfall.
Tooth. The Brightfall.
Brightfall.
Oh.
Want to try some?
Sure.
Okay.
Just let me get some cups.
Is rather potent.
Oh, okay. I'll take it slow.
It can literally knock you on your butt.
Okay.
No, literally.
Well,
I've seen it. It's funny.
I don't have anything.
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
We brought rations for him. I'll pull out the battery.
Okay. Oh.
I eat a whole ass battery.
We plug it into you. All right. Open your port.
10d6 acid damage.
Oh damn.
Okay.
So yeah, she brings over these
That's a neat swigger inside.
looks like bowls that she kind of carved and lacquered and preserved or whatever herself.
Oh, these are nice.
And inside of it is kind of a mash. It's a mash it's made from parsnips and it's kind of been mixed with some kind of cream. And there's maybe some cinnamon in there. The sweetness is kind of reminiscent. It's got a little bit of tart, but mostly sweet. A little reminiscent of maybe I don't know, a boysenberry or something like that. And she gets a little bit of the honey that you brought, and she puts a little bit on top. And maybe the honey doesn't need to go on top of it, but she wants to make a presentation for the new guest. She seems really excited, although she's trying to keep calm.
So I take one bite and kind of ease it over.
Let's see. Oh, Mose likes it quite a bit.
Yeah, I'll kind of start putting more in his bowl.
Are you trying to be slick about it? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll a.
It's good.
Let's do performance.
Performance?
Yeah. Or sleight of hand if you have that.
Yeah, performance is a little bit better. 19.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, she doesn't seem to notice.
Sweet.
So she takes a sip of the whiskey.
And I remind her right before, very small.
Uh-huh.
She takes a sip of the whisk.
And it does literally lock her on her ass.
Oh.
She's not out,
Yeah.
but and you're okay, maybe not literally knock her on her ass, but she's drunk.
Okay.
But not super drunk, just enough to know that she's drunk. So she sits down and she giggles a little bit. Just it's so nice to have visitors. Would you consider staying for a while? You can stay here. I have extra room in the barn.
What time of day was it?
It was just dawn. Or sorry, sunrise. Yeah, dusk. Thanks.
Dusk is sunset.
Right.
Yeah.
Sunrise.
Oh yeah, dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah.
Dawn. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we have some things to do, but I guess we might need a place to stay. I mean, obviously we're leaving our stuff here, so.
She goes, in this light, you're a little bit purple.
Yeah,
And most lights use a little bit.
yeah, that's a recent thing.
He spent some time in a lizard belly.
Whoa, wow! How did that happen?
He
Took a bite.
Oh,
attacked us, so yeah, just
Tell the story better.
wow.
He
I got
tells
it.
the story.
Okay.
I'll tell the story.
Yeah, all right, so you tell the story.
Yeah.
She's wrapped. And Mo's, do you embellish it at all, or
No.
are you trying?
Sorry.
to
I tell
be
it, but I tell it
factual?
exciting.
Okay, all right,
I
yeah.
have performed. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
Mo's is super into it
yeah,
too,
just kind of patch
even though like he missed most of the fight.
I have
Um,
perform.
Ooh.
No.
I'll pull out the eyeballs of prop
It's
to
still
help.
a 10, I think.
Yeah.
It's a 10.
I mean, she's fascinated.
And she's
Also,
drunk.
yeah, she's drunk too.
I grabbed the whiskey, try to get that taste out of my mouth.
Sure.
What was it tasting of?
What's that?
What did it taste like?
Light it on fire.
Kind of boysenberry-ish.
You don't like vegetables? Is that why he wants to get the taste out of his mouth?
It's okay.
Try it.
No, he liked those
Pudding.
eggs at the ghost place.
Right?
Too many,
Like,
Ooh.
too many eggs.
he was really into the rust monster eggs.
Yeah.
You liked them a lot.
It wasn't. Yeah.
I think you remember. I think if I remember correctly, you liked them a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
and the
cut some
cat
cables and
food.
electrified all of it and turned it into fried eggs.
No, that's right.
And
So you did like an 80 something or whatever
Yeah.
on your
I don't know if
do I like it roll.
I don't know. Yeah, almost as much as I took for last rat.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, a little bit. You guys tell her a couple stories, and she relates. Everything's pretty par for the course. Everything's pretty quiet around here. There hasn't been really any problems lately. They had. Sorry, they had a group of orcs that had come around the southern border about probably a month ago, maybe 3 weeks, and had been like asking about the situation and like if they know any special paths through the Everreach. But they were mostly just we don't have much to tell you. There was no conflict between the orcs and the citizens.
That's good.
So there was that. And she does say that late last night there was a weird shadow that came over the kind of western edge of Deep Mine that people were wondering about.
Was this the direction the forest was going?
It had a little bit of a kind of amber glimmer to it, but people just kind of nothing really came of it.
That was the right direction we're thinking of, right? For the forest?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I'll let her know that was
Wandering woods.
that was the forest. We saw that
I've always
earlier pass by us.
I've always wondered. My parents talked about it.
Apparently, most parents do.
My uncle was, or at least I'm told, my uncle was one of their knights.
Yes, I got a good look at them up close.
You did?
And
Yeah.
And describe their armor and how they were kind of encased in there.
So noble.
Yeah.
Our captain's an
To have a
artist.
mission.
He might be able to do a piece for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me go get my paper.
Yeah.
So he runs back to the thing.
So while he's
keep an eye
gone,
on him.
I want to bring up his father's actually an elf. He's a Cambion.
Oh, okay. I thought there was something.
We're kind of
There was a
concerned.
presence about him.
Yeah, he disappeared. We're kind of concerned. Do you know anything about the Wandering Wood? Is it? It's rumored there's a portal there.
Well, from what I hear, they are constantly moving throughout Elafor, watching for trouble from the other realms,
Okay.
defending the elven folk.
You said you had an uncle there.
Well, I hadn't met him, but my mother spoke fondly of him. He was supposedly, again, I hadn't met him, but supposedly he was one of their Amber Knights.
Does he have a name? We might go sometime and could mention you. Maybe we could bring a message back.
I have a symbol of his name. It was Theseus Greybranch. And she like kind of makes this kind of, I don't know if any of you like read Elven or anything, but
Yes,
she makes
so
this
it
kind
does.
of she takes kind of like she dips her finger in the pudding and makes a little kind of thing, writes his name out on the table. And at this point, like she's starting to sober up, but she also seems to be getting a little bit sleepy. And she's leaning on Delwyn a little bit.
Sora copies that sigil and onto a piece of paper.
Okay.
It might come in handy.
Just before I go into my trance, let me get some blankets for you. And she kind of
Thank you.
stumbles up and kind of exits the house.
Does the sigil look familiar at all to me? Or is it just a name?
Just a name,
It's not too familiar.
but not too not familiar.
The one that stapled you to a tree.
Most came back and she all
Mhm.
such.
Yeah, most comes back and he like has some of his like sheets of paper on. He puts them on the table and he starts drawing.
You can try to get one of these ants over here if you want to draw that.
Ooh.
Try to get a chrome or something.
Okay. Yeah. They seem to be like trained to clean up.
Oh, they're just cleaning up. Okay.
Stop making a mess.
Dangle it on a string, pick it up.
Right.
Bites your leg. Like a cat would.
I mean, you don't particularly care about pudding anyway. You could keep dropping bits for the ants to come out.
That's true. I think Mo's 8 is it.
What was your big fascination with this portal?
I was trying to find it. I went there and I got close.
It's a portal to what? For why?
To another dimension, to the
The Dreamland.
The Dreamland, yeah.
Yeah, but as far as we understand, they don't want to go back there. Why are you so interested in?
It's fascinating. I'd like to see it. It's got to be better than this.
Well, mean.
What's wrong with
Not
this?
necessarily. If they're choosing to stay here, the other place might not be that great.
Look at our sweet ride.
Yeah.
They don't have those there, I bet.
These parsnips were delicious.
If they don't need it, they have flying.
I see you still have some left in your bowl. You should probably finish those.
Yeah, I'll try that. I don't know. I mean, look at the Wandering Wood, the floating forest. I mean, if they have something like that there, that's.
Do you need a refill?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
You didn't need very much.
So she comes back, like with some,
Put it in your bowl.
well, kind of like very, very carefully like folded blankets. It looks like she probably made these herself too.
Wow.
Thrifty.
Well, thank you.
Are these made of your own hand?
Yes,
Very talented.
we like to
toolkits.
teach each other so that should one of us fall ill, any gaps in work that needs to be done can still be done.
Redundancy in production. Very efficient.
Yes, it's just practical, really.
Yes.
Well, we have some things to take care of today. But it might be nice to sleep not in that thing for a night.
Stretch out a bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it in there.
Yeah.
Starting.
Well, by all means, take a blanket.
I'll stay in there and let it go.
No, I'll stay in the house.
I mean, it's still morning right now, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
She's
Um,
drunk in the morning.
Day drinking. Yeah. So she.
I am skilled at mending small objects. If you have anything that needs mending before we leave, this way of thank you.
There may be a few tools that could be fixed. Of course. Yeah. They're right there on the kitchen table. If you excuse me, I'm gonna rest for a little while. Feeling a bit sleepy from the drink. So yeah, she just goes.
Did you drug her?
She goes. She goes back to her bedroom, lays down, and then just kind of stares at the ceiling.
Okay.
Can I watch her
Her
do
eyes
this?
kind of roll back. And
She doesn't like dream, right? Like,
then she goes into
Trance.
that elven trance, that dreamless elven trance.
Yeah.
okay.
They don't want to go there.
You can just
But
kind
they're
of
sane.
you can just barely hear. I don't know if you ever experienced this. You might have, because there's a small elven population in Amoa. But yeah, they start kind of this like chant like right before they go into the chariot.
Torius is one of Sora's contacts.
Yeah.
That helped raise, or at least found Sora. So, don't know how much.
Yeah, you probably
Sora knows
would have
what-
heard him do it at least a few times
Okay.
before he left and went to
Right.
Brightfall.
Was it like continuous or just like in the beginning?
It's just to like kind of, it's a mantra to get them into the right state of mind.
Okay. Well,
I've got these all fixed. Shall we head into town?
Okay.
Yeah, take a look, and then I don't know. Do we know how far south this thing is? I guess not very far.
It's probably where those orcs were stopping by.
That would make sense.
Yeah, I guess we could ask about that.
Yeah.
They were going through the Everreach Mountains, right? Are those to the north, or do they wrap around
To the south of
to
Deep
the
Mine.
south?
And this was a complex we're looking for, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we can find out if anybody knows
Yeah.
a little more precisely where it may be.
Well, then we ask about.
So there's the map again.
There's the map again. I can't wait to look at the map again. Steve was supposed to make a bigger version of it. Yeah,
True.
I can't wait to see the map again.
Again.
Almost there.
She said,
I thought I texted to you guys, but it could be really old.
just like you. Burn.
Sick DM burn.
Sick being burn.
Mm.
There's the death wish.
Hot sauce.
All right, so I guess we'll head into town.
Okay.
Into town again.
So you cross into further rings down into the center. And they're just kind of a number of buildings there. They seem like probably one is a town hall.
Post it in the group chat.
One of is a smithy. There's a kind of storage area. There's like a kind of maintenance building, probably like a secondary meeting hall or perhaps infirmary maybe. And then there's in kind of very center-ish, you can see like a lattice for like a frame for like for a mine that goes kind of deeper into the very center of the crater. Nice.
There's nothing important on the papers I saw. Unfortunately.
Yeah, you can see a fairly steady flow of Danig moving up and down the ladders from the mine. They all have fairly sturdy, kind of large basket type backpacks of kind of laced steel as well as wood,
Are they
kind of
singing?
like reinforced. No, they're fairly quiet.
Do they whistle while they work?
They do
no.
not whistle while you work, and there is no dark-haired woman eating an apple.
Are any of them orange?
No Oompa Loompas either.
I'm going to approach one at random.
Sure.
Listen, if you don't ask, you don't know. There could have been an Impalumpa.
So are we in like a town around this mine, or
But the town is built around the mine.
right? But there's like buildings and stores and shops and whatever
Mhm.
around it. Okay.
Yeah.
You said there was like tiers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the kind of you guys have kind of the central tier looks like where business is conducted, and then like homes and farms as you move
Maybe we'll
further
go
out.
into a tavern then.
What's that?
Maybe we head into a tavern. Do anything
Maybe.
that
Maybe.
may
Yeah,
look like
right.
a restaurant or tavern?
One of the buildings right next to the kind of mine you can hear kind of chatter coming from inside.
That might be better. Yeah.
There's a dozen or so people inside. You can see, again, most of them Danig. There are actually a couple Cynocephs inside. And those, again, are the dog-headed people who are more civilized versions of gnolls, I think, probably.
Okay.
You met one in Brightfall named Sebastian.
Hmm.
Oh,
Special.
yeah. for sure. All right. Into the tavern.
I'll just head up to the...
More day drinking.
So behind the bar, there's a Danig. There he has described his chiseled jaw as mostly hidden by a well-groomed dark brown beard. His eyes are like white gold and shimmer when he smiles.
Do
His,
I get lost in them?
I don't know. I don't know. Roll to get lost in his eyes.
I found my way.
You find your way out. He has carefully groomed hair, though he has it kind of cut back so that it's like showing most of his forehead. His hairline is actually kind of forcibly made further back, and it's kind of short. He wears kind of a collared but sleeveless kind of vest kind of tunic that is long. It goes almost down to his knees, kind of pulled loosely around his waist by a belt. And he has almost like Hakima type breeches, like very wide, kind of flowy legs. And he has like very kind of thick, sturdy boots under that you can see just kind of just the tips of as the kind of legs of his pants kind of
like
flow
dark
over
under
them.
dark under type boots.
No, they aren't like reinforced, super heavy, semi-magical boots. And he has, just a kind of sparkling of kind of freckles over his kind of tannish skin. And he grins at you very kind of genuinely as you enter. He goes, "Ah, welcome, come, please enter, newcomers."
Afternoon, Keep. Yes, we are. Can we have a round of something light?
Oh,
Maybe something to eat.
Of course.
What do you got?
yes.
Just whatever you got. It's not just no parsnips.
No.
What's your local specialty?
Well, we have the wild Radgets.
Radgets.
Yes,
Can I make a survival check? I don't know.
sure.
What's a radget?
It's like a cross between a giant rat and a rabbit.
I have no idea.
It's a long-eared large rodent.
Yeah, if it's anything like a large rat, yeah, I'll give that a shot.
Yes, of course.
I'm full up on.
I meant drink wise. What's your local specialty?
Oh, well,
Rabbit stew.
I'm working on a little bit of something.
Oh.
Trying to come up with a name for it. I've been struggling with that one. Seems to be going around. Come to think of it, one of my friends is working on a fruit as well. We don't have a name for that either.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of a salty concoction. I don't know how popular that would be, but why don't you give it a try? I'll bounce it off you.
Sure.
Okay.
Don't put that on, please.
Sure.
Salty drink. Okay.
So he pours this kind of bubbling brew for you. It's kind of thick red, and it has spice very much like a Bloody Mary.
Okay.
There's kind of a salty flavor to it, but there's also like a very peppery kick, and it's thick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is good. This is really. I really like this. What's in it? Yeah.
Well, there's a small amount of Radged blood. I also use fresh tomatoes from my own garden, as well as spices here and there that have been found in the mine.
Interesting.
So it's kind of right about the rabbit stew.
I like the taste. Might be easier to drink if it was thinned out somehow.
Perhaps less blood.
Easier sipping.
The blood's where you get the protein.
Well, there's other ways to get protein.
It's functional beverage.
Ratchet bloody.
What about?
Well, yes. Why don't you think about it? What brings you here?
We are looking for
What if you did like
the
a leg of the radget, like they do for celery sticks?
Oh,
with a couple olives on
What
it or
about
something?
a Radged jerky stick?
Radged jerky,
A
yeah.
little bit of citrus may brighten it some.
Citrus.
Yeah, I don't know about meat in my drink.
Oh no, you never had a stick of bacon in your beverage?
No. Bacon? No, of course not.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Turkey bacon?
That's almost. Or Kindy's turkey bacon.
Anyways, you were saying?
The other
We're
one
looking
name.
for a compound that's maybe south of here
Oh,
somewhat, but we were looking for someone that may know the area, and
Yeah.
we had a rather vague description. We are
I mean,
seeking something in there, and would prefer to, if we know where it is, and make sure that we're not
Yeah, we heard
breaking
that.
any local laws. Is
cannot-
there someone we can speak to make sure we're not?
well, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm kind of the official I don't know, liaison for Deep Mine for new travelers. I the tavern's mine, so naturally people mostly end up here first. But yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I think I may know what you're talking about. There's a cave a bit to the south, just at the top of the mountains. We call it the Cave of Three Lights, but it might be what you're looking for.
That very well could be. Is it? Has anyone been inside?
Well, we tend to stay away, just not for any particular reason, only that no one really has been able to get in.
Oh.
There is a large, fairly thick, from what I've been told, I haven't tried to breach it myself, but a steel set of doors to get through.
And would we be out of line? And if we went in and tried to get in ourselves, we're not.
No, I would actually be quite curious to see what's beyond.
I just want to make sure we're not violating any local.
If I remember
ordinances.
correctly, some orcs were asking about it not too long ago. Could have been a couple of weeks. But they didn't seem to find a way in either, as far as I could tell.
Oh, did they come back and say they failed?
No, but every now and then one of the younger ones has a peek, and it was still closed. No sign of it being opened.
But we could probably fix that.
Well, we can certainly take a look. Yeah.
Anything odd or dangerous ever seen around there?
Now and again a beastie lairs just at the mouth, but
So why?
well, matter of fact,
Yeah,
it's
why
been a
three
while.
lights? Why did
Well,
three lights?
as you enter the first part of the cave, it seems to be sections. The first part of the cave, there's a bit of a red glow from the ceiling. As you move a little bit further in, it becomes green, and then right before the door, it's blue.
Does that mean anything to anybody?
No. It means nothing to me.
Looking at the
What's your guys' intelligences?
door, would you say it was
Bad.
13.
reawakening? I don't know what we call the resurfacing. What do we call the
Oh, after we figured out how to,
post new dawn?
of course. I would say yes. I would say it was before the mists.
So BM.
BM indeed.
Oh dear.
All right.
Speaking of,
Where's your bathroom?
BM and PM.
You got a BM and a PM.
Better than the AM.
What's as a standard for your whole rest of your day?
I guess it could be PM and AM.
Shoot, I didn't write it down.
Pre-mist and after mist.
There's in some of your notes there might be something.
About
Yeah. What are your respective intelligences?
13.
14.
11.
Okay, let's have Sora and Owen make a roll.
Okay. Roll 2 on the die.
I'm going to use my advantage for the
For the recap.
recap. Haven't used it yet. I
Sure.
like to blow it right away. 15 plus 2, so 17.
Okay. So between the two of you, you guys, so where? It's like it's a little bit familiar. Where is it? Oh, the device in Hexeter's cave.
Was that being blue?
The icons each had a color like that.
Oh.
Cool. Sweet. We got a fast travel thing.
Teleportation. Yeah.
Interesting.
Head back to Brightfall real quick.
Do we have anything left in there?
I have the surgical tools,
Thanks.
and we have the rod of detect magic.
We don't have the notebook back yet, do we? Or the journal?
No, but I can always speak with Mr.
Darkunder?
Darkunder, Master Darkunder.
You can send him a message.
Oh, what is this voice I'm hearing?
Oh, and
God. Maybe one day he'll reveal his piss truth.
and I'm a medium, but I also have the
good.
ability to
He's not a
speak
rare.
with people over long distances. If there's someone to send a message to here, is there like a medium I could meet?
We do have a medium, but he's working in the mines at the moment. Tintor is his name. He's a Danig as well.
Well, you said you were the liaison. Would you mind being my contact here in case I need to send?
Of course, yes, of course.
I'll often, if we know certain danger or something is heading somewhere, I'll contact the mayor of Umoa or Quick Rest and.
Yeah, what was your name?
Oh, I saw. Forgive me. My name's Wundar.
Wanda?
Wundar Glowstrike.
What a delightful name.
Glow Strike?
Yes. My family is one of the oldest Danig families here in, at least in Deep Mind.
Okay.
Exorcism. Stick figure. It was red. It had a blue corona and a green eye over it. There we go.
Yes, well, we're also seeking a man goes by the name of Hexeter,
Mm.
who has been up to no good. The corona is blue, the person was red, and the eye is green.
Yes.
Okay. He is experimenting with creatures in the mist, and it seems he's been able to harness it.
Oh,
And we are
that's bad news.
seeking to stop him
Of course.
from doing
Any-
this.
Anything I can do to help.
How does he react to that?
Why don't you roll insight?
I'll read him as well. That's my specialty.
I think I have disadvantage on it technically. Can't read people.
I get insight.
Well, that's not bad.
No, 13.
It's 11. Oh, no, sorry, it's a 14.
Secret.
17.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
With that in medicine.
So all the signs point to him being truthful and forthright, but something doesn't feel right with your 17.
Not my 14.
Not your 14.
It's not a truth.
So have you ever seen him? Bearded man? We actually have not.
Human?
Human.
Mm.
He may have passed through with various companions. Maybe
Giant robot,
an awakened like him.
but bigger.
I think that's something I would remember, but no, I
I'll
don't
keep
think
a
I've seen anyone like that.
good eye. Maybe the
Insight.
automaton may had a gem like this.
Oh, I would have
Embedded in its
definitely remembered that.
Put it back in the pouch.
Okay.
I made sure to watch his eyes to see if there was recognition.
Hmm.
This is where my
Like,
merchant haggling comes in. That's where my
he
insight comes
seems
from.
like he believes that he hasn't seen anything at the very least. But yeah, but again, you get that little twinge, like something's off.
Maybe he memory charmed him. Obliviate. That's
Could
not
be.
a D&D spell, is it, though?
There's alter memory, I think, is a spell. Yeah,
Modify memory.
yeah, modify. That's right. That's what it's called.
Better than mortify memory.
Mortified memory. Petrified memory.
That doesn't make sense.
That'd be rough.
What else might you have been seeking here? You may have come through for those same doors.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else that has familiarity with those doors that he might have spoken with?
Oh, well, I mean, if it's doors or any kind of construction of that ilk, you probably want to talk to Doge.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Maybe. I was wanted to go there anyway. So.
Yeah.
The three-fingered bananas.
Alright.
3 fingers. Maybe we should just call them three fingers. It's
Yeah.
a little bit appropriate, I suppose. Fat fingers. 3 fat fingers.
That sounds bad.
Ooh.
That's got a bad mouthfeel.
I like you.
Most people don't.
My.
You don't have a mouth, but you make jokes. It's wonderful.
Jokes about mouth.
You're real. Puppeteer.
This stew needs some spice. Type of food here.
I don't want you to think this is condescending, but I've
I
found
do.
these and I've been looking for someone to give them to. He reaches behind the bar and he brings up a little kind of tin and he opens them up, and there's just like various sizes of like batteries. I didn't really know what to do with them. Maybe you'd like them.
Is it like garbage? Is he handing me garbage?
They actually look in pretty good condition. They're not like rusted or anything.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, we
Sure.
could always use some as backup for the horses too.
yeah.
No.
We've got magic robot horses too.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty great. Yeah, I would be.
Oh,
honored
were you
to
able
take
to
these.
work on them more? We had another 2 days.
Yeah, they're okay now.
Took a long rest. I'm sure.
Well, I don't know how they heal. I
Did
don't
you
know if they heal.
straighten out the ear, or is it still bent?
Still bent.
I wanted to leave that.
Yeah, well, maybe.
It's a corpse.
And I was thinking we should maybe get a little
What's his
potbelly
name?
stove for the
Oh, for the
for the RV for heat. We
I'll
just
take his.
put a little
I'll take his batteries.
No, good.
bonus
Thanks.
thing, and that'll give us.
Oh,
Take
that's
his
right.
idea.
Yeah,
Uh,
the moonroof.
if-
Oh yeah, we just run the pipe up.
If
through
you
there, that's-
are against this man who's messing with the mist, and I'll give you all the help I can.
Well, thank you. Here, and I hand him a shark tooth.
Oh, interesting. Thank you.
land shark too.
Oh, here's that stew.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I take a bite. And,
Does it have another shark tooth in it?
thank you. This drink is really good, though. You should definitely get a name for it.
Yes, yes.
Rad
Shall
stew.
we finish up here and speak with Doge?
Yeah. Bananas sound good right now. Yeah.
And if you could point us in the direction of someone that might sell stoves, like a potbelly stove for heating.
Well, most of the stoves that folk have, they'd want to keep. I'm sure someone could make one for you.
That'll take too long.
Who would we speak with?
Jeremiah Smithy.
It's winter. We don't want to take someone's who needs it for heating.
Probably Shale.
J.L. Smithy.
Shale the blacksmith?
He goes by Shale Ironheart. He's the closest thing I have. I think we have to a permanent smith.
Okay.
Most of that task is shared, but he's fairly skilled.
Have you had
He's also in the mine at the moment, but
Okay.
he'll be up on probably be my midday.
Is it a Dan egg? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
We're gonna go see
Doge?
see a man.
I'll have to see Doge and his 3-fingered
banana.
banana fruits.
Yeah. Go see a man
Paul.
with a banana.
Of course. And perhaps you can help him find a less awkward name.
No.
In any case, I can give you some stew to go if you like.
No, that was plenty. Thanks.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I was.
I've got a lot.
I was actually kind of full. So
Oh, well.
yeah.
Well, anyway, tell Doge I said hi.
Oh, would Doge like some stew? We could.
Oh, yes, of course. Please bring some to him.
Oh, excellent.
Yes. He gets like a tin and brings it out to you.
I have a silver.
No, thank you.
2 silver. Because that'll make me have an even amount.
Wait, if you're taking away 2, that's still an even.
No, I had 8.
And we were
I want 6. Instead of 7.
speaking with what's her name outside of town? The Portia. And she mentioned the shadow passed over. That was the Flying Forest.
The Wandering Wood.
Wandering Wood passed over.
Wow.
Why isn't it the Flying Forest, Stephen? That's way more alliterative.
Wandering Wood, Flying Forest.
W's.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Why not?
Oh no.
No. Yeah. Well, that's quite interesting. I don't think they've been seen for quite some time in this area, at least.
Wow.
Yeah, it's elusive.
The elusive Wandering Wood.
Where does it go?
The elusive errant elms.
Just to make sure, just to quell any worries if it was like a flying creature or something that
yes,
put anybody at unease.
Yes, that's good to know that it's not some kind of creature attacking from above.
Unless
that would be quite not good, I would say.
Although we did have a little encounter a day or so outside of here with some Saurian tech.
Yeah, Mose says.
That was the barkeep saying, yeah.
No, I missed it, though. I was resting from my captainly duties.
And then
because I'm the captain.
Unconscious captain.
Taking a captain nap.
Captain nap. To reserve my strength.
Yeah, recover the blood.
All right. I say it's time to move out.
All right.
Let's go see this Doge guy.
Yeah.
And you guys trek off to see Doge. And that's where we'll call it tonight.
Oh.
Hey.
Wow.
We did it.
Yay.
We didn't die.
No, didn't die.
Level 7 already.
Almost died.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
This time.
That was pretty close.
All right.
I was...
Yeah, good attempt to get out of the stomach. Or like the mouth. Before.
Yeah, it just...
You just kind of sat there and took it.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Like the back door.
Had you guys rolled a little bit less for damage, he could have been stuck in there a little bit longer, and that could have been bad. Right. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. All you who have watched, please watch again. Join us for some more shenanigans and nerdery and friendship
We shall shenanigans.
as these fine adventurers travel across the wacky lands of Alifor. I've been your Dungeon Master, Steven.
Devlin.
Matthew.
Yeah.
There.
Come back again sometime, why don't you?
Yeah.
Good night.
It wasn't awkward or anything.
Not at all. Where's my
Almost like
button?
we reversed it.
There it is.
Carry
Hi,
like
buddy.
baking soda bombs in case of creature swallowing you. Right? The baking soda, the acid.
All right.
Chemistry.